Capital as our venture capital partners. The program is catered for early stage startups who have a decent MVP, a registered company, and companies who see the value of growing together with Sunway. What we're able to offer to the companies is really what we call the 3Ms. And this is money, mentor, and market. So startups who join the accelerator program will receive up to 100,000 in seed funding in exchange for equity. They will gain mentorship from experts, founders, entrepreneurs from within our ecosystem, as well as the opportunity to access a 16 billion market with Sunway. And what we mean by market is really the market access for startups to work with either one or many of our business units here. We have 13 business units in total, ranging from property, construction, education, and each of iLab's role really is to facilitate the discussion between startups who are keen to either get connected or to get feedback or even to do a pilot together with our business units. So, we've really structured this program with the business units' problem statements in mind as well. Understanding some of the pain points or innovations that they have been exploring. And again, we at Sunway, we understand that, we can't, build everything necessarily on our own. And we definitely appreciate or value the collaboration with startups in the ecosystem to bring the technologies and solutions in to our city and for us to co-create new solutions together. So in terms of the verticals that we focus on, we have 6 key verticals, which are edutech, digital health, e-commerce, smart cities, food and agri-tech, and fintech. So for each of these verticals, we have what we call super connectors from within the iLabs team, experts who are able to facilitate initial consultations and discussions, mentoring the startups within those fields, and also to be able to connect them to the wider ecosystem as well as our business units. So we're very passionate about innovations around these fields. We want to be able to collaborate more with companies. So if if your company falls within any one of these verticals, we'd love to hear from you. In terms of the timeline, we just launched again today, and the applications are open for a duration of 2 months. You may head over to our website, to our accelerator page, where you can immediately click on the apply button and to just fill up the forms. We do require for you to have a pitch deck ready with some, we've put in some guidelines, so you may send in your application, as soon as possible. We will shortlist the startups mid to end of June, and the pre-accelerator will start on the 5th of July. So we're looking for top 5 teams to actually make it through and receive the investment, of which we will end it with a bang on the demo day, where we will invite regional VCs, investors, and partners to attend. So it's again a 1 + 3 months accelerator, a 1 month pre-accelerator, where we filter from about 200 odd applications to come in through online. We're looking at 30 startups who will make it to the first month, of which we then filter and narrow down to only 5 who will make it to actually conduct a pilot with Sunway business units, as well as to receive up to 100,000 worth of funding. Some of our startups just wanted to share. We have 9 companies who are part of our portfolio. Beyond that, we've actually accelerated more than 75 companies, but these are the 9 of which we have, we have a stake in a company, and we're still actively helping them grow even after the accelerator program ends. So we've got companies from car sharing platforms to campus social apps. We've got fitness platforms, but these companies are startups who have innovative solutions, that we find have clear synergies with our group, because that's where we can really open up our city as a living laboratory, as a test bed for them to test out and validate, commercialize, and scale their solutions together. So just to give you a quick overview on what we did last year, the accelerator did continue despite COVID. When we had it in 2020, we pivoted everything online. But again, we're, even as this upcoming cohort starts in July, we are, going to be very much cautious. It is by default an online program, but we would love to see how we can incorporate some in-person physical meetings, especially when we conduct the pilots with the startups. So we'll be in touch on the exact schedule if you do make it to the program. So last year we had, about 119 applications. We've got, we spent about close to 100 hours mentoring each startup, and we've introduced them to both local and regional VCs and investors. About 10 pilots done in Sunway ecosystem despite, the challenging situation. And for the demo day, it's been really exciting as a lot of our startups are now raising their next round of funding from the introductions that we've made. Give you an idea of the kind of pilot that we do with startups. So FitScovery was one of our, the company that we invested into. And so what they did was to set up a corporate wellness program for all 16,000 Sunway employees, where we were able to access digital, customized, personalized fitness trainings, to ensure that, we stay healthy and happy, even, we were mostly working from home. The HR was able to keep track on, employees' well-being and also to be able to see where they could come in with more potentially complementary programs like nutrition and wellness. So just some pictures to share with everyone. We had a mix of very much a lot of workshops that we did online, but yet we had some events as well where we were able to do at our premise in a safe way. So just to highlight, this is a team behind Accelerator program. Our team is growing bigger. I didn't highlight the mentors here in the slide, but we are very keen to to work together, and hopefully many of you will see the value of participating in our program, and we look forward to your applications. Thank you. Back to you, Ambrose.
Okay, thanks, Ms. Eleanor, for the wonderful presentation. And I would like to invite our second speaker.
Thanks, Ambrose. I think you were muted towards the very last few seconds, but that should be all right.
Sorry about the technical problem. Yeah, over to you, Dr. Bay.
Right. Thanks, Ambrose.
Welcome.
All right. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us, and thanks to Alliance Banks for hosting us, inviting us, having Eleanor and myself, to share with everyone some of the programs and the services and initiatives that we are currently doing within the Sunway iLabs. So just to share from my perspective and from iLabs Foundry. So the focus where I'm coming from really this morning is about really bridging the gap between the academia and industry. So which is where exactly the iLabs Foundry team is based. We are based within Sunway University. So we work very closely with the three soft communities, the students, the researchers within the university. So having said that, so we basically speak three languages. So whereby, we engage a lot with students in terms of the entrepreneurial programs, such as Solutions Lab, Startup Foundry, elective courses, as well as the student hackathons. On the other end, we also work very closely with the researchers, the academic staff, whereby we really speak to them and leveraging on the research that they do and how we can connect them with our industry partners to bring that into applications and how we can assist with the businesses for innovation and application. So Sunway R&D is a non-profit company wholly owned by Sunway University. So it's a research and consulting company where we work with large or small, medium enterprises to help them to accelerate their business innovation. So we offer through the different sort of key activities that we offer, such as contract research, consultancy, or corporate training programs. So we help them to solve very specific sort of problem statements and very customized sort of content. Just to share a little bit more in terms of the corporate training programs that we do for the SME and as well as for business partners. So we offer flexible learning experiences and journey through our personalized content, and it's very outcome driven. And just to share with everyone here as well, Sunway R&D is HRDF registered, and so the courses that we are offering to our partners, they are HRDF claimable. So there are a few different approaches whereby we engage with businesses in terms of corporate training. So one of them is actually about the Beyond Future Skill Assessment, whereby we will help the company to really look into to assess their profiles of employees in terms of their skill sets and how to understand better in terms of their future career pathways and what are the gaps within the company when it comes to an organizational structures. And of course, we also offer some of the on-demand modular courses as well as mentoring through some of the academic expertise we have within the universities, as well as the nano degree tracks. So as I was mentioning about the Beyond Future Skill Assessment, so this is really about helping them, the employees within the company, to identify their possible future career pathway through the personalized training interventions, and trying to understand and develop what are the hidden talent and skill sets potentially to be unleashed. Here are some of the examples of on-demand short courses whereby we offer through the various of key training expertise that we have within the university. So it can be in the field of applied psychology, effective communication, storytelling for professional presentation and businesses. On the other end, we also have short courses in terms of data science, computer science driven, which is very much in terms of data visualizations and storytellings, data analytics, AI, and applications. Business mentoring is something I would say is something very specific and very niche, whereby we work very closely within a small team where the businesses actually share with us what sort of like the challenges that they're facing. And we then assign an academic mentor basically to help them to go through and trying to solve their business challenge. And here is to share with you the Sunway UC Nano degree. So we have two tracks where we have the Jumpstart, where we offer foundation and basic modules to help the company to really get on board when it comes to like big data innovation, for example. So what you're seeing here, module 1, for example, is very much on understanding how we can leverage on the use of data science, analytics and data visualizations. And of course, with the pandemic currently happening, so there is a lot more of activities around the digital marketing, digital economy, e-commerce, and so there are various sort of courses that we have put within these different modules. And the sprint track is really about the advanced module that we offer to companies to help them to drive and strengthen their business value through the different types of technology integrations, which is slightly more advanced in terms of programming, artificial intelligence and applications, as well as cybersecurity. Now, as you are probably seeing now, in my virtual background, so we have a makerspace within the university whereby it's a space we have a lot of students coming in to work on their projects. So Solutions Lab is actually one of the initiatives through iLabs Foundry we offer to companies to help to co-create solutions through our student talents. So just to share with you some of the key verticals that we offered among, such as digital marketing, graphic design, software development, data analytics. So there are several mechanisms whereby we can work together with companies and SME through micro projects, through internship, final year project, as well as student hackathons. So just to share some of the examples of completed student projects whereby where we can see on the left is actually a graphic design where we work with with our group, the Sunway group, whereby the students actually help to design and refurbish one of the staircase space within Menara Sunway. Also, there's also a project whereby we have a student with from the from the School of Computing Science, where we work with Sunway Lagoon. We have a petting zoo within the lagoon. So we actually help to look into a centralized zoo management system and to try to digitalize some of the manual data collection and analytics. So yeah, so I think that's about it from my side, Ambrose, and I'm happy to take any other questions during the Q&A. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Bay, for the wonderful presentation. So I just wanted to let all the finalists know, do take advantage of the solutions available, because they do have a lot of interesting solutions, right, under Solutions Lab, like those like digital marketing or graphic design. So just feel free to connect to us, if you just say you are, looking out for this kind of digital solutions, right, and we can help you on that. So, okay, moving on, I'd like to invite Fauzia Amanullah, Group Chief Business Development of Alliance Bank, right, to present. Over to you, Fauzia.
Thanks, Ambrose. Good morning, everyone. I think firstly, thanks Jin Yu and Eleanor. I want you to know that our partnership with Sunway iLab means a lot to us, because they have and they are providing forward-looking solutions to the SMEs. So do take advantage of the presentation and the solutions that they have shared this morning. But besides that, also before I start on, to all the Muslims, Selamat Berpuasa. So you probably know quite a bit about Alliance Bank already, but maybe let me share with you a little bit about what BizSmart solution is. So BizSmart solution is a community-based portal that we developed, and it's a B2B community-based portal. Basically, SMEs who go into the portal would find solutions that they need to address the growth, to address the current situation, as well as to move forward in the business. So we have 5 key verticals within the portal itself. And firstly is to help you reach out to new customers. What are the things that you can do to reach out to new customers? Where do you go? What do you access? How can we help you? How can our partners help you get there as well? And of course, not forgetting where we are today, you've got to look at transforming your business model to be on a digital platform. There are many aspects of going digital. We want you to understand what are the different areas, where do you touch first, what are the things that you need to do first, so that it helps you get there, not immediately. I mean, going digital doesn't mean transforming your entire business model on day one, but it's also to educate you the step-by-step that you need to do and which one do you prioritize depending on your business need. It also helps you manage your operational costs, meaning making things a little bit cheaper for you, whether it comes to your resourcing, your fixed cost needs, or your daily working capital needs. And then also looking forward to give you upskilling, your employees. Sunway iLab is one of the partners that we have to help you upskill both yourself and your employees. And of course, not forgetting the banking financial products. Well, going into the platform actually allows you to get access to some of these banking products at a preferential rate. So do check out the portal. Maybe I could go through a little bit as well to share with you what we have today in the portal. So we have over 100 partners today with us signed up in the portal. And these partners provide solutions to anyone who visits the portal. Whether you're a B2B or a B2C customer, you would want to visit the portal to see what you can get out of it. So they provide rates, they provide discounts on their products and services to anyone who visits the portal, one. They get access to the partners within the portal itself and the partners' customers within the portal. So if you look at a box on the right-hand side, this is what they get access to. They get access to the business community within Alliance Bank platform. Alliance Bank customers. They also get access to the consumer customers with Alliance Bank. They get access to social media reach, of which we would help them reach out to customers outside the banking space. We give them business referrals. We give them leads. And also, like I said, a solution given out by these partners. Now, some of the things that the partners have benefited from being in a portal amongst themselves, people like, maybe I can give you an example, like PNS. Sorry, just a slide before. So PNS actually got access. PNS actually was able to manage or enhance their digital platform by using one of our partners within the portal itself. So we connected them to PenPages Trinity, and PenPages Trinity helped them to enhance their platform. Now, similarly, there's another example here, Doolittle, who needed help on addressing the way they sell their products as well, and they got help from another of our partners, which is Avana. So within these partnerships themselves, you can access each other for you to get assistance from. So in the next slide, I just want to share with you as well some of the things that, how we've helped our B2C and B2B partners. Now, last podcast, you probably have heard of the name, you know, it originally had a larger outlet somewhere in Kiara, in Hartamas. And they moved during the COVID period, sometime last year, they moved. They moved out to an outlet to manage their costs. They moved out from the outlets because they felt that they really needed to address the low traffic in the past year. So they moved to the Shell station. Within the Shell station itself, they opened up a restaurant, and they started there without being actually visible. Not many people knew where they were. They found it hard to reach out to customers. I mean, this is all in addition to the COVID and the MCO period, right? They found it really hard to reach out to customers. No one knew they were there. People come to the Shell station, they fill up petrol and then they go back. No one really walks in to see what's inside. But if you do have a chance and you're around the area, please do walk in and see inside. You will be surprised. I mean, if you look at the array of food that they serve, the variety that they have, the cleanliness, you will be pleasantly surprised. But in any event, so we help them get visibility to other customers. They were on our social media. They were on our Instagram as well. I'm sure you guys have been there as well. We also did help them promote their product within the B2B platform as well. So today, in addition to selling to individuals or consumers, they also do a B2B business with other businesses. Now, the other one is Doolittle. Doolittle is also another one of our customers who, I'll switch on a video here for you to understand what they do, but very quickly, these guys benefited from being in the platform with us because it really helped them grow their business. Check this out.
Doolittle Play-Dohs were created just so that they will be kinder to young skin, and they're made of 100% food material. So every parent, including myself, would let their children play and squish without any worry. But coming from a research and sciencey background rather than a finance one, it was really tough to transition over as an entrepreneur. And that is where Alliance Bank came in and were indeed a great help. Being featured on this digital platform created an online visibility to the existing Alliance Bank customer base. It really made my business so much more easier. I used to have lots of manual processes, such as spending hours and hours and hours packing and delivering products. But now, with the BizSmart solution portal, I'm able to access digital solutions to digitize my business via social commerce and integrated payments logistics. No more manual operations now, so it leaves me time to play with my children and to enjoy those precious moments with my family. At the core of my heart, I am a mother, And so I'm very thankful that a bank like Alliance Bank is willing to support endeavors like mine, which I truly believe could benefit children all over the world, starting from ours in Malaysia.
So yay, it feels really good, right, to be able to help someone and to see them, to make their lives better. So that's what we've done for Dolittle, and similarly for Las Wacas as well. If you do have the time, do check out the video for Las Wacas as well on our Instagram. In the next slide, I just want to share with you what some of our partners have said about the BizSmart Solution Portal. Essentially, the portal has helped all the partners within the portal itself, the 100 over partners, like I said, from many different angles. And it surprises us each time because different things that we do help someone else within the portal. Everyone has different needs. So even while having webinars, it helps some of the partners. While connecting one partner to the other, it helps someone else. So the different things that we do helps each of these guys. And it's really nice to see them benefit from this partnership. So in the next slide, I also talked about the digital ecosystem, or basically going digital. Now, what we've done in the portal itself is to segregate each aspect of going digital, just to give you a view on what are the different steps and what you need to do. So anyone who goes into the site would have a feel on what they need or what's bothering them, really to address the gap that affects them the most. So by addressing a specific gap, what we can do is to help you out with the partners that we have. If we ourselves are unable to provide you with the services, to get it through via our partners. One, to ensure that you have or you get very good rates on your requirement, whether it's a digital enhancement or anything else that you need. Please note that whatever services that are provided on the portal have been discounted, and the discounts were negotiated prior to these guys joining to be the partners in the portal, and they are passed on directly to the users. There's no fees or there's no charges required for any of this. So please do take advantage of it, check it out. Similarly, if you look under the banking pillar as well, you would see a lot of benefits that would address your needs. So in the next slide, Sunway iLab is, of course, one of our strong partners. We also have some other partners who provide trainings. Please do check out the programs that could be applicable for you. If not for you, probably your employees or your friends or your friends or your other business partners somewhere. So these are some of the courses that are available. Most of it are still on webinar, and they are accessible at any point of time. Do register or let us know if you're interested to listen to any of this talk. On the next slide, I want to share with you some of the rewards that we give out for you and your employees by being part of the partner portal. From the business aspect, you already know that we give out loans. Well, there are several different types of loans, and please do check it out if you require from any one of those categories. There is a preferential BCA rate as well as a Save Plus account. We also give you complimentary wealth investment advisory and some of the other benefits you can see for yourselves here. Okay. In addition to financing from the bank itself, our partners also give you some of the digital financing that you may require if you want to go digital. So these are some of our partners that can help you, which is Celcom, MDEC, Mtrade, and also Alibaba. Do let us know what you need and what are the areas that would help you move forward. Yeah, the other one is we recently also had a webinar with Alibaba, and it's interesting how they can help you design and go into the platform for you to access the market outside Malaysia. So if that's something that you're interested in, please do check this out as well to see how you can get access to it faster and quicker. All right, as usual, we're going to give you freebies. So these are some of the things that probably would excite you. Most of you already have the business current account with us. So these are something that you can immediately grab. You can get access to 10,000 email credits. You get access to complimentary financial health check and complimentary digital audit as well. The digital audit actually checks out your platform to see if there are any gaps or any areas that you need to enhance, and it's free. So take advantage of it. Just check it out to see if you want to move forward with enhancing any of those areas. Now, for individuals, for the business owners, these are some of the things that you can benefit on when you open, like for instance, a Save Plus account with us. You enjoy your 50 ringgit cashback and an additional 150 ringgit if you get our credit card or you take up the bank card or the wealth product with us. So we've also taken the liberty to share with you the QR code. You can just scan here, or you can call our host or our organizer here, Ambrose. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Fauzia, for the very informative presentation, on the BizSmart Solution Portal. And I just wanted to tell all the participants here today, right? If you have any questions, on the SME package, the financing, the grants, the incentives, right? Please feel free to reach out to me. I'll be the main contact person, for all the initiatives that we just presented about. Okay, so I would like to move on to the next session, the Q&A. So I can see today is a bit quiet, right? From the participants. If you have any questions, just feel free to post it. We have still a bit of time, and we can address any questions on the iLabs Accelerator Program, the Solutions Lab, shared by Cheng Yu earlier, and also the BizSmart Solution Portal. How you can take advantage, of the solutions that we have available, today, right? So don't be shy. Just feel free to drop your questions. But maybe I have a question for regards to the the application. Just say I'm interested to seek for some solutions, right? So Cheng Yu, probably can you share how am I able to apply for this solutions? Like just say I want to get some graphic design, or digital marketing, right? So I understand that you have a digital form, right, available.
Yeah, that's right.
You can share, yeah.
Yeah, so just to get to Ambrose's questions earlier. So yeah, so under the Sunway Innovation Labs website for the Solutions Lab, so we do have a digital form where companies can actually submit their requests, whereby we will then pick the key informations by having the company to share with us what sort of the summarize key challenges or problem statement that they want us to help them to solve. And then we will be in touch with you and trying to understand further what sort of the skill sets required, whether is it from the perspective of graphic design, digital marketing, content development, or it could be on the software development as well. So we will be in touch with you as long as we have the right information. And subsequently, what we will do at iLabs Foundry is that we will then try to identify the right students and talents with the skill sets, and then connect them with you, and as well as the role that we will be playing, as well as we will moderate and oversee the entire sort of ad hoc project as well. So I guess that's one of the hassle that the companies are facing, right? As and when they're trying to engage somebody who is doing this as a freelancer, whereby they don't have an oversight, to deal with and how to mitigate all sort of this sort of miscommunication or risk. So I guess that's where the Solutions Lab can actually come in and provide that solutions and gaps for the company.
All right. Thanks, Cheng Yu. Okay, I can see some questions coming in now. So we have a question from Yifon. Typically, how long will it take for your team to reach out? So I think, yeah, it's still regarding on the Solutions Lab. She wanted to know, I think, more on the turnaround time, right?
Sure.
You could, advise on that.
Yeah. Now, I think the sort of service level that we will want to be able to provide to companies is that we will be able to make the first contact within 3 to 5 working days to understand, to get in touch with with the company in terms of understanding their requirement and to see is it something that we can or cannot do. Of course, as what I was saying earlier on. So if it is not the skill set that we have within the student talents, then we can probably reach out to the higher expertise, which is our academic staff. So I guess that's one of the benefit being in the university, whereby we can seek consultations from the academic expertise that we have within the university. So just to share with everyone, so we have about 7 academic schools within Sunway University. And that's where we can actually reach out to them whenever we need further advice and of course opinion as well from them.
Okay, thanks Cheng Yu. Okay, and the next question from Wisecrafters, Samantha, is iLab solution has to be a project-based or can it be an internship? Both, or could it be both?
Sure. To address this, I think we are pretty flexible in a way because I think in terms of when we talk about internship, so the students' internship calendar, they sort of like have a very specific sort of window where most of the students will be submitting their internship requirement and placement towards the end of the year, which is around October to December. And then they will start their internship, the formal internship period, the following January to March. So there is some sort of like a window where we have to follow for student internship per se, where in terms of the flexible project, right, the micro project, so there can be, it's all year round where we can start at any time as long as we have a clear sort of a project scope, as well as the common understanding that we want to undertake together with the company. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. Still on Solutions Lab, right? I have went through the form, and we need to fill up the project value. Can you elaborate more on this? Yeah, on the value.
Now, I think that in terms of the project value, I guess the company can elect to keep it blank if they do not have any sort of indication or ballpark project value in mind. Now, the fact that we want to put it there is that some of the companies that have very clear goals in mind, they know what they want to do with us. They know they have some sort of like plan already. It's just that they didn't know where to reach out when it comes to execution and implementation. So I guess that's optional for now. So no worries about that. So if you think you have something in mind, so feel free to fill up the request and we will see how we can help you to address that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yep. Thanks for the clarification. And next question by Fozia. Is there a minimum requirement for SMEs before they're eligible to register with Sunway iLabs? Is this referring to the accelerator program or the Solutions Lab? Accelerator program. Yeah, probably, yeah. Over to you, Eleanor, for this
okay.
question.
Yeah, thanks for the question. So what we basically require from the companies is that they have a minimal viable product. So as long as they have an MVP that can show and demonstrate how their product is being used, how companies can use it or customers, whether it's a B2B, B2C model, they need to have a registered company. Some initial traction would be beneficial, but our requirements is that they at least have to have a Malaysian syndrome of heart and an MVP.
Okay, thanks, Eleanor. And another question from Miss Jenny from a Mosaic Art Studio. Is iLab Solutions Lab helps in hiring talent as well? So I think it's also asking on whether they can get permanent hires or interns, right?
Sure. I guess, so when we talk about hiring, I guess if you look at the internships of placement, so I think we will connect it with the right student talent directly to the company. So we don't actually get involved in terms of the hiring process. So if the companies are happy to keep the student talent, so they can actually proceed on by offering a full-time sort of opportunity to them directly. So yeah, I hope that addresses the question.
Okay, thanks, Cheng Yu. So I can see, yeah, we have addressed all the questions from the participants today. Okay, so before we wrap up the session, perhaps for our speakers today, Eleanor, Cheng Yu, and Fozia, you have any final words, for the participants here today?
Well, for me, if you don't mind, I just want to say I want to thank Jing Yu and Eleanor a lot. I think what they're doing is excellent. We have gone physically ourselves to visit the iLab, and I think it's an amazing place. You have a lot of ideas and a lot of things that you're doing, which covers many different spectrum, which are looking forward. I mean, you also take into account things like sustainability. And I think that's really great, which is why this partnership means a lot to us. And we want to promote this to our SMEs as well. We want them to understand what's out there and how perhaps this sort of training or exposure can give them access to a wider base. Also, for the rest who have been our participants, thank you very much for listening. I think if you go through or you go into the BizSmart solution portal, you will see things that are going to help you move forward, whether it's getting access to a wider market base, both in Malaysia as well as outside Malaysia, helping you get your products exported outside the country, helping you with financing and helping you go into a platform where it makes things easier for you. So do check us out and see how any of those areas would be able to bring you forward. Thank you.
Thanks, Fozia. How about Eleanor and Cheng Yu?
Yeah, I mean, we're really excited to see, I mean, not just, whether it's an application to the accelerator program or whether it's solutions lab, I mean, from Cheng Yu's side, we're definitely, open and keen to, explore how we can help, companies, whether it's through a quick chat or through mentoring, or for them to just come and visit our ecosystem here and to see, what are the available resources and expertise that they could potentially tap into. I think Sunway iLabs, we definitely position ourselves as, an open platform where we're happy to have those discussions, and, very happy that you've allowed us into your network and to this, platform where we're able to share more on how we can work together. So thank you so much, and really look forward to, again, I think Ambrose, we're liaising with you to have a session with the startups who, make it through the pre-accelerator. I think they can definitely benefit from a lot of what Alliance Bank is doing to help SMEs grow.